Hey everybody, it's Old Folks here. Obviously today there are a bunch of new things that have come out over this weekend. I want to kind of go over them, and obviously they're going to make a few different videos, but the first one is Rengoku, I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm going to say Rengoku, or I'm just going to call him Ring for short. The new legendary marksman that is currently in the wheel system. For those of you that aren't familiar with them, you can just go do the wheel. 30,000 coins will 30,000 coins with, or gems, whatever you want to call them, will get you this gentleman if you spend them all at one time. Let's take a look real quick at him, and we'll kind of go watch him in action. Obviously his attributes, we look in here, he's currently level 89. His health is here. His attack damage, so his armor's hit level's not bad, dodge levels, crit strike level's pretty good for what he has. Attack speed, it's based off of his equipment. When we go and we look at kind of his equipment line, we're going to see that he is not part of the Wings of Origin team, but instead runs again the unstable plasma, the azure skies. Obviously what you're going to shoot for when you get to orange 2 items. The crazy thing is he is part of the bullet time, so we're actually going to watch him in action, kind of go from there. Now he is only 3 stars. Now when we look here again at his attributes, at 3 stars, currently 42.3k. If we go do this one time and we evolve him, we go back here and we see, it's gone up basically 700 health. So again, it's kind of one of those things where we'll get there. Now he is at 45.5, so going up almost a full set of stars, raised him a little bit over 5.3k or so in health, and so it raises attack damage also. Obviously for items, I'm gonna run this for the unstable plasma. Skill wise, we'll take a look at these. Now this is his ultimate. Basically he shares his passive effect, we'll get down there in a minute, to the 4-fold path with his team. During that time he teleports, deals a crit strike, he does some AoE damage. Again, during this time he's immune to crowd control, and he gets an increased amount of armor and magic resist. So we don't know how much that is because it doesn't tell us here, which would have been nice, but such is life. So he's going to do some damage plus some AoE damage. Now he throws a scroll out there at 2 enemies, it marks them. Now one of the things we want to talk about, sorry, my eye there, take physical damage, it sets off an AoE splash. So not only is he marking them, but he's also causing them to basically set themselves up for AoE splash damage. So the initial damage is there, then the blast damage is there, and then after that is some more damage. So it really gives them some great damage, especially in an area, depending on who he hits. And it also increases the attack speed, which is, again, obviously nice. Now this skill here, the Iron Stance, is kind of rare for a marksman. It gives him some tankiness in the sense that when he does this, he gets into this defense mode. When he gets attacked, he immediately casts a substitution spells, and he throws a shuriken at the source of the attack. Again, this is what we're talking about up here. So it's kind of cool. I mean, he's doing a little extra damage, helps him stay alive, I guess, a little bit longer. His 4-fold path. Now this is the thing that we're going to look at. It gets a little crazy, but basically they trigger a wood, a fire, an earth, or a wind thing. He's not the avatar, but during that time it gives different effects, and then when all 4 of these elements have been assembled, it automatically casts the elemental strike. So you can actually get an ultimate out early or right after each other if you stack all these up. Now again, when you use the ultimate, what does it do? It gives all these effects to all your teams, so it can be kind of cool. So when you get the wind one, it does extra damage in a straight line, and it raises his attack speed. The wood, it regens some hit points after it hits a target, and it hits and increases his ability to hit by almost 36% at this stage. The fire sets somebody on fire, does sustained damage. Again, we don't know how much, but it does increase his crit damage level by 106, which is a nice little chunk of increased crit damage. And finally, the earth summons some rocks to stun his target, and it raises his armor and magic resist a good amount for especially being a marksman. Now his captain skill, obviously, Flame Strike's not a bad thing. You're probably not going to see this ran on him, but you know, it can be a great thing. It just depends on your team composition, who you're running, and everything else. Again, it's always interesting when you see a marksman guy out of the gate with a skill like that. So if you've got any extra flame strikes, you know, lying around, you can bust that out. As far again as items, you know, obviously until you get into these stages, you're probably going to run either one of these. I would probably prefer unstable plasma. Some people talk about if they're going to run him on a, you know, team with Lucifer, they might run this, but again, he doesn't activate this to low health, so I'm going to stick with the unstable plasma. Just kind of go from there. Let's take a look at a few other items real quick here. Obviously, we'll go to the Hero Temple. We'll take a look at Dragon Prayer. Now, I have not prayed him up yet, other than the initial auto pray on normal prayers. So when you get your first stuff unlocked here, basically, you know, you're looking at, you're going to increase some health by about 2,000, which is a nice little chunk of change. You're going to increase your attack damage at 174. I might have liked to have seen this a little bit higher, especially considering some of the other guys, but we'll take it. The crit strike level at 75 isn't bad, but again, it's, you know, it's kind of, again, might have thought a little bit more. And the armor penetration is at 80. So it's nothing like, you know, I feel overly powered here, but again, it's okay. From there, you know, obviously we can talk beast souls. As far as marksman stuff, for him, you know, on mine, just because of what I had currently built up, I actually put the scorpion set on him. I don't think, obviously, that would probably be the way I would go. There are some discussions about whether or not you should run the snake or the little griffin set for the Hydra. You know, that's really kind of your choice as to which way you want to go, obviously. I have mine totally set up different right now. I haven't moved them around because I'm just going to say I'm lazy. But again, you know, here one's going to raise your attack damage and ability power as well as crit strike damage, when the other is going to increase crit strike chance as well as, you know, doing more damage and adding AD. So, you know, I don't know. It's really kind of your call. I've just been playing with it. It's really not something, I forgot I had all those sitting there. I could easily do that. Yeah, I'm gonna do that because I'm here. Joys of being me. So as far as talents, obviously when you look at his talents too, I've been raising them up just a little bit. Where's he at? Where's he at? So hard when you're looking at for the new guy. I passed him. I'm getting old. I can't see anymore. There he is. So, you know, you're going to look at a lot of his stats. You know, it's the typical standard stuff. He's doing attack damage. You know, it's the same talent combos that you're going to see on a lot of your other guys. Nothing out of the ordinary as far as where I would go or focus first. Obviously, it's always nice to have a little bit of extra health. The crit strike's nice, but, you know, again, you know, you're going to be looking later on. I don't really worry about health regen because it's worthless, but armor penetration is always nice. I actually lucked out and got 25 of these one time when I first started. So as far as rune cores, we scroll down again. I got an achievement. I got to take it. Oh, look at there. Anytime I can pick up something free, I'll take it. Where is he at? There he is. So basically what you're looking at is attack speed, health, attack damage, crit strike. Again, health, attack speed, dodge level, health. You know, the top two there. More attack damage, armor penetration. So, you know, it's kind of those questions people ask me, you know, what do I think I'm going to pick? I don't know. I think probably you're going to see a lot of people running the greens, either for crit strike as well as dodge, or you're going to see a lot of possibly the reds, just for the extra health and the armor. It's really a personal choice how people feel they want to go about it. You know, in the end, you know, it's really your call. I know guys that run one color with one guy and somebody else swears the other way. I'm not gonna say I'm the best or the world's best choice for that. You know, you pick and play according to your play style. Kind of go from there. I'm not going to finish filling this up just because I'm not going to. So let's see him in action here. So I'm actually going to do something here. We're going to do the blessings. Come on. For those of you that were wondering, I have been super crazy busy between work, kids, and obviously we had 9 tornadoes a couple weeks ago, and then had another storm roll through with some golf ball size hail. It was just crazy, just super crazy. All right, so this is my standard team that I normally run when I do the whole billow here, because it is part of this team here. You know, you can pretty much just run out of here. So what I'm going to do this time actually is I'm going to take her out and I'm going to put him in. Again, he's weaker, he's not as strong, but you know, we're going to compare some numbers, so we're going to have to watch this. Again, I'm the one shooting the video. It's a little bit long. You can complain to me later. Such is life. But you know, let's take a look at some of the damage differences and kind of what we see. Now, obviously, he is going to be kind of great once he gets his ultimate, because he's going to be giving everybody their skills, and that's something you're really going to like and want. His positioning obviously is in the middle. Makes me wonder kind of how he's going to stack up against some of the other guys. You know, we've already gone to crit mode. We're going to go here, cast the ultimate. We're going to go ahead and cast his ultimate. This comes out. We're going to go there. Cast the ultimate. Cast the ultimate. Cast the ultimate. So you see all these little things here. Everybody's got his current ultimate buff thing. You know, this is what it is. Let's keep watching. Cast another ultimate. Drop that. Drop that. I'm going to go ahead and cast that. So we're trying to get that to stay off. Going on, going on. Oh, he ran away from some of my damage. That's no bueno, no bueno. Let's go ahead and use that there. It gets so crazy because you can't see with all these lights. Sometimes I'm like, y'all don't love me. Alright, so we're here. Let's cast that. Oh, he's going to move on me. I lost him. All right, here we go. Shut that down. Shut that down. Here we are. We're gonna shoot that. We're almost out of time. I'm lagging super hard. Why are we lagging? There we go. All right, so looks like we got right up on the... Well, I'm gonna run out of time. It's too slow. I was talking. All right, so we got to almost 15 million, which I'm gonna be honest, for me is way more than I'm used to. You know, we look at ranking. Obviously, we're gonna see Xerxes up here with his insane amount, but running him actually netted me way more than I usually get. I'm going to go ahead and swap back out. Dang, I totally meant to do that. Don't you hate it when you do that? Replay, skip battle. Having one of those brain farts I meant to look. The damage, obviously, the crit, staying in that. Let's skip the battle. I want to skip the battle. Here we go. That's what I want to see. So we see the damage here. You know, actually, it's not like, you know, major damage, but I think you really did a lot of pumping of the damage. and everything. So, you know, I think that's definitely a thing. I'm going to shoot one more video here. I'm going to pause it so you don't have to watch the video, and then I'll pull up the damage done without him on the team, but with my usual setup. So give me just a minute. Okay, so I finished it up. So on this one, obviously the damage was a lot less. Pretty much ended up the same way, just the damage is a lot less. So I think he's really great as far as adding damage to your team, doing more. So again, that's at 3, getting close to 4 stars. So, you know, not quite right there. I think he's going to have a role. Now, as far as PvP, I've tried to run him in a few teams. He's still not fully strong enough to compete. Again, your 3-star people really do suffer against 5-star, silver star, gold star teams, and so you know, I'm hoping to get him raised a little bit more. I don't know, we'll see. But overall, I mean, he's going to be what he is, and so basically, a lot of people kind of compare him to a Coco in the sense of how he's going to help kill teams faster. Now, again, how you build a team's entirely up to you. If you're going to crit strike team, then obviously this is a great crit strike team. Player, and especially since, you know, if he does get to his ultimate, the whole team gets all of his effects, which means they're going to be doing damage, they're going to be stunning, they're going to be doing AE. I mean, it's just going to get crazy. So let me know your thoughts on him. Let me know if you think he's going to be worth it. Let me know if you're running him, and we'll go from there. I hope you're all having a great one. Appreciate y'all for watching. Talk to y'all later.